Hello, good morning. I am Meena. I work in Foundation for Ecological Security and I basically work in the eastern part of India, that is Odisha, and I look after the operations in Odisha, and basically I'm the state lead, so we are working more on restoration and conservation of commons.
Yeah, I am Nirmalendu Jyotishi, working with the FES, and I worked since last 8 years with the organization and developed the entire program with the agriculture department and capacity building. Currently, I have superannuated from the organization and continuing as an advisor to the agriculture program in the state. That's what. Thank you.
Foundation for Ecological Security works on restoration and conservation of common lands like forests, land, water bodies, grazing lands, etc. We have been engaged in Odisha with the Department of Agriculture on building the capacity of first mile extension workers like Krushi Mitras and Krushak Sathis. Krushi Mitras are the extension functionaries of Odisha Livelihood Mission, and Krushak Sathis are the extension functionaries of Agriculture Department. So we have been working on building their capacity on sustainable agricultural practices and water governance, as well as we have been working on systems approach to agriculture and how sustainable agriculture can be there with the farmers.
Worked mostly with the agriculture department on sustainable agriculture and water governance. The objective of this program was to there are four objectives. First is creating capacities of the first mile workers like Krushi Mitras and Krushak Sathis. Second is developing a women-led agriculture system within the communities. And third is developing a community institutional mechanism for sustaining the entire adoption processes. And fourth is basically introducing community-friendly technologies for decision making and making more better planning. So we worked all these four aspects. We do it through the capacity building of the first mile workers. So we do training through master trainers. It's a very cascade method. So we do training of the master trainers from both agriculture department and FES. And that team goes and do training for the community level extension cadres like Krushi Mitras and Krushak Sathis and Gram Rojgar Sevaks, and they ultimately engage with the community to process the entire learning through them. And the most important thing in this capacity building approach, where we think that earlier systems were like long-term residential trainings, we said that is not helping and that is creating problem for the extension workers at the functionaries at the grassroots level to retain their knowledge and experiment. Hence we started reimagining the entire capacity building framework, and we started low dose high frequency systems where virtually we conduct very smaller activities as per their action calendar developed by them. So the activities which has to be done in a particular time, so we do at least a week or 2 weeks before the training with them, and we prepare the entire plan virtually with them, and they make very small sessions so they can retain. And then we conduct guided mentoring sessions virtually within every fortnight, where they come back of their experiences as well as the challenges they face with the community, and they get clarified from the experts as well as they get a peer learning system. So where the workers who could succeed in their work, they share their experience, so it helps a lot to the other peer extension workers to learn from them. So it is a very mutual learning system and creating a platform for them to learn, grow and advancing their learning systems with more better way. And this system is really working in last 3 years and really helping them to engage with more adoption by the communities. And two other systems of capacity building we worked is the conducting demonstrations for the farmers, where we say what you want to preach, you first practice. So the extension workers first practice in their own field, the entire process they preach with the community farmers. So that helps also community farmers to understand better way and to adopt with more trust and confidence. So that helps a lot for the extension and as well as adoption in larger quantity in going to the scale. And the fourth is the exposure, taking it to the success stories, to the nearby villages, and making interaction with the success farmers, and that helps in more confidence and more trust in adoption. So this is the process we adopt, and the last 2 years we see the things are really working and things are scaling gradually. More than 4,000 villages and about 1,83,000 farmers have already adopted the processes, and we hope better days in coming days. Thank you.
So the other thing that I wanted to also highlight was that during these guided mentoring sessions, the learning from the peers was also very important, because when there is a learning from peer, then the retention is more. And the other thing was that the experts who are there from the agriculture department, from the Krushi Vigyan Kendras, from the Odisha Livelihood Mission, the experts who are there to resolve the issues, they are also getting a pulse on the ground. What is going on in the ground, they are getting a pulse, and they are getting a platform to directly connect with the extension workers and also with the farmers. So that is one of the things that they also said that it is helping them. So this kind of a capacity building design, we are also working now with the department and all the extension and training institutes as to develop a capacity building design or architecture for all the extension service providers of the government, so that it can be taken up easily.